Information workers handle many kinds of sensitive information during a day. Organisations can protect this information by converting standard forms that they use into sensitive information types. This is a DLP feature known as document fingerprinting, and we can use this to define rules and DLP policies. For example, we can create a document fingerprint based off a blank patent template and then create a DLP policy that detects and blocks all outgoing patent templates with sensitive information filled in. So what we're going to do in this demonstration is we're going to look at configuring, managing document fingerprinting, and also as well creating a policy tip that will inform users of why potentially their messages aren't being forwarded or sent to whoever they wish to send them to. First thing we need to do is come into our Exchange Admin Center. In our Exchange Admin Center we come to Compliance Management. Within Compliance Management, what we're going to do is we're going to manage document fingerprints. What we'll do to start with is we'll click Add, and what we need to do is we need to actually create this new document fingerprint. So we just need to fill out some of this information. We've called this employee form. We've just put this as employee confidential data, and what we've done is we've added in datum employee form docs, and we'll click Save. So that's now created this employee form. So the next thing we need to do at this point here is just close this down. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to come in and we're going to go to our data loss prevention tab. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a custom DLP policy. This DLP policy is going to be used to block the form that we've just uploaded or specified. We're going to call this employee block form, and what we're going to do at this point here is we're just going to come down here and we're going to enforce this rule. So we'll select our save button. Next thing we need to do is, now we've created that, we just need to create some rules. So we'll edit. We click on our rules, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a new rule. So what we're going to do is block messages with sensitive information. And then what we're going to do, doesn't really matter about the name, you can call that whatever you want. So I'm going to apply this rule if the recipient is located in. And what we're going to say is we're going to do this for anybody inside the organisation. And click OK. Then what we'll do is we'll select our sensitive information types. So I'll select our plus button. And what we're going to do here is we've created that new policy, so we'll just come down here and we'll just find that. So that was called employee form. We'll add that in. We'll select OK, and we'll select OK. And the message contains any of these sensitive information types. So we've said employee form. We're not going to add any additional conditions. We'll do the following. So we'll generate an incident report and send it to. We're going to send that to administrator. Then what we're going to do for the custom content is ensure we do have original mail. We'll notify the sender with a policy tip. We're going to block the message, and we'll just say this form has been blocked. Happy with that, so we'll select OK. We're not going to bother adding any additional actions or exceptions. We will enforce, and what we'll do is we'll activate this today, and we'll activate this at 3:30 AM. So we'll save that off, and we'll select our save button, and we've now created the DLP policy. And the next thing we need to do is we just need to test to ensure that this works correctly. So to do that, we're just going to move across to one of our client machines, and we'll log in as one of our users and test to ensure that our document fingerprinting does work correctly. Now we're logged into our client machine as a user called Aidan, and what we're going to do is just going to open up the form. So this is the form that we've document fingerprinted, and then what we'll do is we'll just modify it. So we'll just accept and start using Word, and all we'll do is we'll just fill out a bit of information here. So let's just put this in as 1 City Gate, and we'll do that as Newcastle. Now we've done that, we'll just save that off. So we'll do a file, and we'll just do a save as, and all we'll do is we'll save that on the desktop. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to call that, let's call that a datum 1. So datum 1, click save. We'll just close that down. So now what we've got the form. So the next thing we're going to do at this point here is we will now try to send this email to another user within the organisation. So we'll just launch up Edge, and we'll just go into OWA and send an email. So we've now logged in. We've logged in as our Aidan user, and all we're going to do at this point here is send a new email to somebody internally. So we'll go for new. We're going to send this to a user called Alan. Now what we'll do is we'll just fill this out, and we'll put in a subject, and we'll make the subject just test email. And then what we'll do is we'll attach the document. So we'll click the attach button, and what we'll do is go for datum 1, and we'll click open. And what we should see is we should see a policy tip that pops up. is this message can't be sent because it appears to contain sensitive information. Show the details. So the recipient isn't authorized to receive this type of information. We can view details about the information that appears to be sensitive. But as we can see at this point here, our document fingerprinting has indeed worked. And that's the end of this demonstration. Thank you.